Welcome everybody. The objective of this lecture is to understand what is multiplexer. So let's start. What is multiplexer? It is one of the combinational circuit. Already you know what is meant by combinational circuit. So in case of combinational circuit, what happens? Output depend upon present input. We have seen half adder, full adder, subtractor, all those were combinational circuit. So multiplexer is also one type of combinational circuit because in multiplexer also output will depend upon present input. Now, why multiplexer is there? When we should go for multiplexer? Let's try to understand it with the help of one example. So, consider example of modern home stereo system. So, this modern home stereo system, it may have one switch. Let's assume that this switch is responsible for selecting music from one of the four sources. Which are those four sources? Let's assume that first source is a cassette tape. Then suppose second source is compact disc, that is CD. Then suppose third source is a radio tuner, and suppose fourth source is DVD. So what this switch is doing in this particular system? So let's assume that this switch is going to select music from one of these four sources. After selecting that music, what this switch will do? Suppose this switch will direct that particular music to power amplifier and speaker. So why I have taken this example? So this is where we can use multiplexer. So here working of this switch is similar to multiplexer. Here we can have a multiplexer. So what multiplexer does? Multiplexer select data from one of the input. Multiplexer has several input and only one output. So multiplexer select one of several input signal and passes that signal to output. Multiplexer has several input and only one output. Okay. So let's try to understand this multiplexer with the help of this diagram. So in this diagram you can see one multiplexer, and that multiplexer is called as n/1 multiplexer. So why it is n/1? Because this multiplexer has n input line. So see here, these are the inputs which are labeled from D0 to Dn-1, and this multiplexer has one output. So that's why this particular multiplexer is called as n/1 multiplexer. Then in this diagram you can see one more input that is labeled as E. So E stands for enable input. So this name itself indicate what will be the use of this input. So whenever this input is active, whenever this particular input is active, then this multiplexer will be enabled. If you want to disable this multiplexer, then this enable input should be inactive. In multiplexer, data present on one of the input line is directed to output line. So what happens in multiplexer? So in multiplexer, out of this n input line, one input line will be selected at a time, and data present on that input line will be sent to the output line. So here the question is that how these input lines are selected. So if you observe this diagram, then you will come to know that in this diagram we also have select input. Okay, so along with this data input, in this diagram you can also see select input. So what is use of this select input? So these select inputs are responsible for selecting one of the input line. Okay, so this input can also be called as select line. So these select lines are responsible for selecting one of the input line. So the data which is present on the input line, which is selected by this select input, will be directed to the output line. For example, suppose assume that all these selector lines are 0 0. Okay, all these selector lines are 0 0. So if all selector lines are 0 0, then which line will be selected? So D0 line of multiplexer will be selected. So data which is present on this line, it may be either 1 or 0, so that data will be sent to the output line. Similarly, suppose if these selector lines are initially all 0, okay, and suppose at the end we have 0 1. So convert this binary number into decimal, we will get 1. Okay, so which input line will be selected? So D1 will be selected. Data present on this D1 will be sent to the output line. Similarly, if these select lines have value, suppose initially all 0 and at the end 1 0. Okay, so 1 0. So convert this binary number into decimal we will get 2. So that's why which input line will be selected? D2 will be selected. So in this way, these select lines are responsible for selecting one of the input line. So multiplexer is also called as data selector, as it is responsible for selecting data, one of the data, and that data will be directed to the output line. So that's why multiplexer is also called as data. Now in this diagram you can see a multiplexer which has total n input line. Okay, so these are the inputs D0 to Dn minus 1. So these are n input line and it has one output line. Now in this multiplexer, how many selector lines we have shown? So in this multiplexer we can see that these are the selector line S0 to Sm minus 1. So here I can say that in this multiplexer we have total m selector lines. Now there is a relation between number of input line and number of selector line. So what is that relation? So n is equal to 2 raised to m. So here what is n? N is nothing but number of input line, and what is m? M is nothing but number of selector line. So let's assume that we have 3 selector line. So if we have 3 selector line, then in that multiplexer we can have 2 raised to 3, that is 8 input lines. Okay, similarly if we have a 2 selector line, then in that particular multiplexer we will have 2 raised to 2, that is 4 input lines, and so on. So selector line select one out of n data sources, and that particular data will be transmitted to single output channel. There are different types of multiplexer, like we can have 2:1 multiplexer, 4:1 multiplexer, 8:1 multiplexer. So let's see all these multiplexer one by one. So let us start with 2:1 multiplexer. So what is meaning of 2:1? So please try to understand. So on previous slide we have discussed n:1 multiplexer. So at that time I told you that n:1 means that multiplexer will have total n input line and there will be one output line. Similarly, when I say that some multiplexer is 2:1, it indicates that that multiplexer will have 2 input line and 1 output line. So see, in 2:1 multiplexer we will have 2 input line, and let's assume that 2 input lines are I0 and I1. In this multiplexer, can you tell me how many selector lines should be present? We have seen that in multiplexer we have input line as well as selector line. So what is my question? In this multiplexer, how many selector lines should be present? So we have seen that there is one relation between number of input line and number of selector line. What is that relation? So n is equal to 2 raised to m. So here what is n? N is nothing but number of input line, and what is m? M is nothing but number of selector line. Okay, so in this multiplexer it is given that we have total 2 input line. So that's why how many selector line will be there? So 2 is equal to 2 raised to m. So we want to find m. So in this case value of m will be 1. Okay, so in 2:1 multiplexer I can say that there will be only one selector line, and that selector line is suppose S0. Now this is block diagram of 2:1 multiplexer. So in 2:1 multiplexer, here we can have these 2 inputs I0 and I1. So these are the data input. E is enable input. So whenever enable input is active, then this particular multiplexer will be enabled. If it is deactive, then this particular multiplexer will be disabled. So if you want to use this particular multiplexer, then this particular input, enable input, it should be active. Now in this multiplexer we have seen that there will be one selector line, that is S0. Now this selector line, it can have value either 0 or 1. So what is function of selector line in multiplexer? We have seen that selector line in multiplexer are responsible for selecting one of the input line. So data present on that input line will be directed to the output line. So in this case what will happen? So let's assume that value of S0 is 0. So when value of S0 is 0, what will happen? Which input line will be selected? So 0, binary number, decimal equivalent will be 0. So that's why which input line will be selected? I0 will be selected. So whatever data present on I0 line, so that data may be either 1 or 0. So that data will be directed to the output line. Similarly, whenever this S0, whenever this selector line is 1, then what is going to happen? Then which input line will be selected? So here see, we have binary number 1. So S0, let's assume that it is 1. So decimal equivalent of this binary 1 will be 1. So that's why which input line will be selected? I1 will be selected. Data present on I1 will be directed to output line. So this is working of 2:1. Now let's try to understand this table. So working of 2:1 multiplexer has been explained in this particular table. So see, in this table you can see one select input, that is just 0, okay, and there is one output 1. So we have seen that in case of 2:1 multiplexer, when S0 is 0, what happens? What will be the output? When S0 is 0, then which input line will be selected? I0 line will be selected. Data present on I0 will be directed to the output line. So can I say that I0 will become output? Yes, when S0 is 0, okay, then I0 line will become output. So see, Y is equal to I0. Output is I0 whenever S0 is 0, and whenever S0 is 1, whenever S0 is 1, what is going to happen? Which input line will be selected? I1 will be selected, and that data present on I1, it may be either 1 or 0, so that data will be sent to the output line. Okay, so here I can say that when S0 is 1, then output of multiplexer will be I1. Okay, so same thing is written in this particular table. Now from this table, is it possible for us to obtain logical expression for this output Y of 2:1 mux? Let's try to write logical expression for this output Y. So here I can say that output Y is equal to, so output Y is equal to I0. When it is I0, so output is I0 whenever value of S0 is 0. So value of S0 is 0. So see, that's why here I will take S0 prime. So please try to understand now this particular term. So here what we have done, we have performed AND operation between I0 and S0 prime. So if this particular term, in this particular term, if S0 is 0, if S0 is 0, then what is going to happen? So 0 prime, so 0 prime will be 1. Okay, so that 1 dot I0. So AND operation will be performed between I0 and 1. Okay, so what will be the result? Result will be I0. So what will be the output? Output will be Y0. Okay, are you getting? Yes. Now, or output is I1. When output is I1, so output is I1. This table says that output is I1 whenever S0 is 1. So S0 is 1. So that's why here directly I will take S0. Okay, so I can say that this will be the logical expression for output Y. So see, same expression is written for here output Y. Now from this expression, let's try to draw logic diagram for 2:1 mux. So in order to draw logic diagram for 2:1 mux, can you tell me which gates we will require? So in order to draw logic diagram for 2:1 mux here, so see this expression, logical expression for output Y. So here we will require one NOT gate, okay, because we want S0 prime. So we will require one NOT gate. Then we will require two AND gate, dot indicate AND operation. So in order to perform this two AND operation, we will require two AND gate, and in order to perform this OR operation, we will require one OR gate. So here, in order to implement this expression, logical expression for Y, we will require total 1, 2, 3, and 4 gates. So see, logic diagram for 2:1 multiplexer will be like this. So here we have shown two AND gate, then one OR gate and one NOT gate. So see, this logic diagram has been drawn by using this logical expression only. So here we want AND operation between S0 prime and I0. Okay, so which is S0? So this is S0. So we want AND operation between I0 and S0 prime. So that's why S0 is given as an input to the NOT gate, and then output of NOT gate is connected to input of this particular AND gate. So what will be the output of this particular AND gate? So output of this particular AND gate will be S0 prime. Okay, S0 prime into I0. So whether we want that term, yes, S0 prime into I0. Then what will be the output of this particular AND gate? So here one input is I1. Okay, so I1 dot, which is other input to this AND gate, S0. So I1 dot S0. So whether we want this term, yes, I1 into S0. Okay, so after that, what we are expecting, we want OR operation between these two terms. So that's why you can see this particular OR gate. Okay, so in this way we can draw this particular logic diagram from this logical expression only. Now let's try to understand working of 2:1 mux by using this logic diagram. So see, if S0 is 0, if S0 is 0, what output we are expecting? Yes, so whenever S0 is 0, we are expecting that output of multiplexer should be I0. Okay, so let's see whether it is happening here. So here S0 is 0. So due to this, what will be the output of this AND gate? So see 0 dot I1. So 0 dot I1 means here I will get 0. Then this 0 is given input to this NOT gate. So output of NOT gate will be 1. So 1 dot I0. 1 dot I0. So result will be I0. So that I0 will come here. So I can say that this I0 will be directed to the output through this particular OR gate. So in this case, what will be the output? Output will be I0. Correct. So when S0 is 0, what is output of multiplexer? So see, output of multiplexer is I0. Okay. Now let's try to understand second case. Suppose S0 is 1. So when S0 is 1, we are expecting that output should be I1. Okay. When S0 is 1, which input line will get selected? I1. So see what will happen here. So this 1 dot I1. So 1 dot I1, what will be the output of this AND gate? It will be I1. Then input to this NOT gate is 1, so output will be 0. So due to this 0, what will be the output of this particular AND gate? It will be 0. Okay, and then this I1, I can say that this I1 will be directed to output Y, means I1 will become output Y. Okay, so when S0 is 1, we want that I1 should be the output. So same thing is happening here. So this is working of 2:1 mux. Now let's discuss next type of multiplexer, that is 4:1 multiplexer. So as the name indicate, in 4:1 multiplexer we will have total 4 input line and 1 output line. So let's assume that 4 input lines are labeled as I0 to I3. Now in multiplexer we have seen that along with input line, data input line, we also have select line. So how many select lines should be present in 4:1 multiplexer? So we have seen that there is one relation between number of input line and number of select line. So what is that relation? So number of input line is equal to 2 raised to number of select line. So here as we have 4 input line, so number of select line should be, yes, it should be 2. So in 4:1 multiplexer we will have 2 selector line, and let's assume that those selector lines are S1 and S0. Let's try to understand working of this 4:1 multiplexer with the help of this table. So in this table you can find select input. So there are 2 select input S1 and S0, and there is one output Y. And I0 to I3, these are 4 data inputs. So try to understand this table. So this table says that when S1 and S0, they are 0 0. So I told you what is use of select lines. So select inputs which are present in multiplexer are going to select one of the input line, data input line. Data which is present on that input line will be sent to the output line. So when S1 and S0 are 0 0, which line will be selected? Input line I0 will be selected, and that input line I0 will become output. Now consider next combination for select lines. So if select lines are 0 1, so if select lines are 0 1, if select inputs are 0 1, then what you have to do? Simply you have to convert this binary number into decimal. So what is decimal equivalent of 0 1? It is 1. So that's why I can say that which input line will be selected? I1. Okay, and that I1 will become output. Now consider next combination for select input. So if select inputs are 1 0, okay, so what you have to do? You have to convert this 1 0 into decimal. So what is decimal equivalent of 1 0? It will be 2. So that's why which input line will be selected? So I2 will be selected. Okay, and that I2 will become output. Now consider last combination of S1 and S0. So last combination is 1 1. So when S1 and S0 are 1 1, then which input line will be selected? So for that, what you have to do? Just convert this 1 1 into decimal. So decimal equivalent of 1 1 is 3. So that's why I can say that which input line will be selected? I3 will be selected, and it will become the output. So in this way, this table explain working of this 4:1 multiplexer. Now from this particular table, is it possible to obtain equation for this Y? Yes, we can easily obtain. So we can say that Y is equal to, so Y is equal to I0. So when Y is I0, so please try to understand. So output Y is I0 when S1 and S0 are 0 0. So see what I will write here: S1 prime, okay, dot S0 prime. So see how I have written this particular term. So Y is I0, okay, when S1 and S0 are 0 0. So they are 0 0. So that's why here we have to take prime, okay, s1 prime and s0 prime. Similarly, output y is I1 when s1 is 0 and s0 is 1. So I can say that output y is I1, okay, when s1 is 0. So s1 is 0, so that's why here I have to take s1 prime dot, and s0 is 1, so s0 is 1. So that's why directly I will write s0 in uncomplemented form. Similarly, I hope you can write terms for next two rows of this particular table. So see, final expression for this output y will be like this. So y is equal to, okay, so this particular term. So this particular expression has been written, has been derived from this table only. So you just try to obtain remaining two terms for this last two rows, so that you will get final logical expression for this output y. Once we get this expression, can we draw a diagram, logic diagram for 4:1 multiplexer? Yes. So in order to implement this particular logical expression, we will require some finite number of AND gate, and how many OR gate will be required? 1, 2, 3 OR gate will be required, and some NOT gate will be required. Okay. So from this logical expression, so see, I can draw logic diagram like this. So here inputs are I0, I1, I2, and there is one output y, and there are two select line S1 and S0. Now let's try to understand working of 4:1 multiplexer with the help of this diagram. So I can say that when S1 and S0 are 0, 0, then I0 input or data which is present on I0 input will be directed to output. Now let's consider next case. Let's assume that S1 is 0 and S0 is 1. So when S1 is 0 and S0 is 1, we are expecting that I1 should become the output. So let's verify it. So see, here S1 is 0. So S1 is 0. So here this particular input will be 1. Okay. Then S0 is 1. So S0 is 1. What will be the output of this NOT gate? It will be 0. So due to this 0, what will be the output of this AND gate? It will be 0. Right? Now consider this second AND gate. So what is input to second AND gate? One is I1, second one is output of this NOT gate. Okay, so see, here it is 0, output of NOT gate will be 1, so that one will become input. Then S0 is 1 and this S0, so see, S0 is directly given as input to this second AND gate. So this input of second AND gate will be 1. So which are three inputs of this AND gate? I1, then 1 and 1. So what will be the output of this AND gate? So output of this AND gate will be I1. Okay, and that I1 will become output. That I1 will be directed to output. You can also verify that in this case output of this two AND gate will be 0, 0. Similarly, you can verify remaining two cases of 4:1 multiplexer by using this particular. Now let's discuss 8:1 multiplexer. So as the name indicates, 8:1 multiplexer. In this multiplexer, we will have 8 input line. Suppose those input lines are labeled from I0 to I7. Can you guess how many selector line? Yes, so in this multiplexer, we will have 3 selector line. Why? Because 2⁻³ will be 8. So here we will have 3 selector lines. Suppose selector lines are S2, S1 and S0. Then this is block diagram of 8:1 multiplexer. So see, here you can see 8 data inputs, I0 to I7. Then these are 3 select lines. So these 3 select lines will be responsible for selecting one of the input line, and then data present on that input line will be sent to the output line. This is truth table which will explain working of 8:1 multiplexer. So here as we have 3 select line, by using 3 select line we can get total 8 input combination. So here in this table, first of all you have to write 8 input combination starting from 0, 0, 0, then 0, 0, 1, and at the end you will have 1, 1, 1. So see, when S2, S1, S0, when they are 0, 0, when they are all 0, what is going to happen? So in this case, what you have to do, you have to convert this binary number into decimal. So what is decimal equivalent here? 0. So which input line will be selected? I0 will be selected, and that I0 will become the output. Now consider this particular row. Now here what is happening? What is value of selector line? So here S2 is 1, S1 is 0, and S0 is 0. So convert this particular binary number into decimal. So what is decimal equivalent of 100? So it will be, yes, it will be 4. So that's why which input line will be selected? I4 will be selected, and that I4 will become output. Let's take one more example. Consider this input combination for select lines. So here combination is 1 1 1. So due to this 1 1 1, what is decimal equivalent of this 1 1 1? It will be 7. So which input line will be selected? I7, and data present on that I7 will be sent to the output line. So this is 8 as to 1 mux. In same way, we can have 16 as to 1 mux, where we will have 4 selector lines. So this is about multiplexer.